Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Pokemon White 2 Wedlocke Challenge. In the last episode, we fought off against Team Plasma Colress behind this portal, and, well, it's safe to say, he derped harder than anybody has ever derped in any playthrough I have ever done, I think. So, that was anticlimactic, but in this episode, it probably won't be anticlimactic, because we have a big fight ahead of us. Here is a look at our team. Kindle is up front. Everybody's level 57, except for Seldom here. That's okay. Seldom doesn't need to be used in this fight, hopefully, and if she does, well, then something went horribly wrong. The star of this fight is going to be Toppin and Silica. Now, I did take the Rocky Helmet off of Silica, because I don't think we're going to need it very much for Ghetsis. I gave her the Rost Berry, and that's because Bro, every day, honey, I know, you just want to sleepy, but you can't sleepy on the pillow. He digs my pillow and it makes noise. You're weird. Yeah, people hear you. You're weird. I get it. So yeah, I gave the Rost Berry to Silica, because Silica has a very high chance of dying to Hydreigon. Silica is my answer to Hydreigon with Low Kick, which I did go get 8 shards for, and I got rid of Iron Defense. We're not going to need that yet. So, Low Kick is huge, because Hydreigon's pretty heavy. It's only about 350, 360 pounds, but it's still a really, really powerful attack. More damage than any of my stab attacks would do to it. And Low Kick's crucial for Kyurem as well. So, I gave her the Rost Berry, because I know Hydreigon knows Fire Blast. And we're relying on Silica surviving a Fire Blast. It's not likely, it's possible. And if it misses, that's great, and we can take it out. That'd be awesome. If we outspeed and take it out, that's awesome. But if we do have to take a Fire Blast, and we somehow survive it, and then it burns me, Silica and Toppin will both die. So having that Rost Berry is insurance that if we do live and get burned, we will still be able to do full damage. That's more important than the Rocky Helmet, to me. So, that's what those guys are looking like. Everybody else is the same. Toppin has Light Screen still, which I'm going to keep on. And everybody else seems to be the same. Yeah, I didn't do any training or anything. I just went and got those shards. Took a little bit of time. It wasn't so bad. I guess I can show you my shards of other kinds to see how many I end up having from all the shard grinding for red shards and such. And I did buy some, I did spend some older shards, like, got 8 blue shards, I have a lot of yellow and green, I think, because I didn't use any of them. Yeah, 27 yellow shards, shows I actually get them. Where are the green ones? Do I not have any? They gotta be down here. I know I've got some. Did I not see them? Yeah, there they are. Yeah, 24 green, so I definitely go and do it. There's no reason to cheat. As you guys know, I'd never do anything like that, but just show it because I can. So, behind this portal, this guy pretends to be strong, but once he sees we beat Colress, he runs like a little scaredy. So, Kindle's up front because we're not fighting Ghetsis yet. We have to fight the Shadow Triad first in this room. So, this is actually a pretty big part of the story. So, let's see what Ghetsis has to say. That blasted Colress. The fool is far too committed to pure science. This is how he repays me for making him the boss of Team Plasma. How dare he put his personal intellectual curiosity before our ultimate mission of conquering Unova? How fortunate for you. Few get to be the sole audience member for one of my speeches. Team Plasma will use its knowledge and technology to take Kyurem's true power to its absolute limit and freeze the Unova region. The terrified people and Pokémon will bow at Team Plasma's, no, at my feet. That'd be quite a feat, eh? Kyurem is an empty being, the remnants of a certain Pokemon when it split into Reshiram and Zekrom. My desire is an absolute rule of Unova. That's right, Kyurem will be the vessel into which my desires will be poured. Lord Ghetsis, Kyurem has been transferred safely. It's here, finally. The wonderful era in which I am the absolute ruler of Unova has finally arrived. I'll let you take care of this. Alright, he walks off. We gotta fight the Shadow Triad, but here comes Derek. He's just like, wait, you're the Shadow Triad, right? Tell me about the Purloin that was stolen from Aspertia. Very well, this might be it. You know what his Liepard has? That yours does not have? A stolen purloin! That's what it has! I've been waiting the whole series. I'm done now. I promise. I'm never going to do that line again. I promise. I'm just kidding. That's the channel meme. If you're new and you didn't see the Black Wedlock, go watch the Forest of Evolution episode. And you'll thank me later. I stole this Pokemon 5 years ago in Aspertia. It seems likely that it is the Pokemon you're talking about, but now it only listens to my commands. Such is the fate of Pokemon that are trapped in Pokeballs. What? Don't mess with me. That's someone else's Pokemon. I feel sorry for Pokemon. They're ruled by Pokeballs and the whims of their trainers. Lord Ghetsis spoke of Pokemon liberation 2 years ago, simply for his own ambitions. But if his plan had succeeded, many Pokemon would have been saved. This Liepard, well, you knew it as a Purloin. If it had been released, it might have been returned to you. Well, alright. You there. I won't let you interfere with Lord Ghetsis' plans. Alright, we have to fight the Shadow Triad, and you might be like, well, if you're saying you have to fight the Shadow Triad, that means all 3 of them, right? There's only one of them here. You gotta fight all 3 of them. So get ready with your fighting types, because the Shadows have Pawniard and Dark-type Pokemon. So Kindle should Shrek this guy. Pawniard's gonna get a big face full of Heat Crash. Can you imagine getting sat on by an Emboar? It would just wreck your whole face. It would be gone. Your face would be no longer there. It'd be like Dude from Pokemon Gold. Totally a reference to Maryland's Gold Nuzlocke. He started on Twitch. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool times. And I was laughing at the Dude thing. Because I played through Gold, Silver, and Crystal, obviously, but I don't remember ever talking to that guy. I normally skip him because he's optional. And when Maryland said he was going to talk to him, I was sitting there like, why? This is such a waste of time. And then I realized why. I was dying. It was so good. It was great. But for this guy, you know, he basically has no face. The Shadow Triad covers their face up, so I guess you could say they're all dudes. I mean, they have eyeballs, but you'd still not have a face if you were missing a nose and a mouth. Is that true? If you had eyes, but nothing else, would you have a face? Your face is all of it, so you'd have half a face. Right? Man, you'd have to face a lot of things. I was going somewhere with that. I don't remember where I was going to. Yeah, I lost it. Whatever. We're not done yet. We got to fight the rest of them. I mean, they all have dark types, so Kindle's obviously great, but I don't want to truck everything with Kindle. I mean, why not, right? Kindle's not going to be used for Ghetsis, so I don't really see why not. We swore to be loyal to Lord Ghetsis since he saved us. Now, I don't remember. How did he save them? Like, I don't... Is it ever talked about in the series? I think it might be when you talk to the 7 Sages, like, later on. They might say something about that, but I don't remember how he saved the Shadows. Maybe they tell me later on. I really don't remember, but if anybody remembers, let me know. I'm curious to how Ghetsis saved them. Did he save them like he did N? Because if that's the case, he didn't really save them. He just ruined their life, right? Basically. I mean, he took him in, but, you know, that's like... Ooh, a Bayonet. I mean, we're not fighting that with Seldom. That'd be pretty bad. Bayonet's pretty cool. I like Bayonet. I used one in my original White 2 Nuzlocke that I talk about sometimes. Oh yeah, I talk to my Nuzlocke. That would be weird. Nah, I don't ever done that before. I don't talk to my Nuzlocks. I don't talk to my Nuzlocks. I just can picture me in the fetal position, like, in... like, the corner of a room, shaking with my DS, being like, please, Nuzlocke, save me. Oh, man. I reach new low every video, I swear. It doesn't bother us a bit if we have to use a Pokemon after one. I don't know what he said. I try to read those things, but they go by too quickly. Too fast for me. It's funny, I used to be a really fast reader when I was growing up. I used to be really quick. Like, me and my friend Gavin, when we had to get in a circle and read, we were, like, the fastest readers. So we'd read our part, like, Team Plasma Shadow, and we were like that. And the teachers would get so mad, but we were reading it, and they couldn't really do nothing about it. And we just kept doing it, and it was great times. And nobody ever understood what we were saying. It was good, but we knew what we were saying. I'm not fast at reading anymore. It's like I got bad at reading as time went on. It's funny, because I hate reading. I hate it so bad. I just don't read. Like... It sucks. When we were growing up, we had to read a certain amount of books for our grade in reading class, like in grade school. And it was like, we had a certain reading level, and then we had to read books in that reading level, and then do tests based on those books or whatever. And it sucked. Ooh, and a Selgor, that's really cool. It sucked because, you know, kids that were dumber, not to be mean, but I had a lot of friends that were pretty dumb. You know, there's some kids that don't really do things as quickly as others. You know, I get that. And they had a reading level of, like, 1st grade in the 6th grade, right? And they could read The Dog Crossed the Street, the end, and then take a test and they'd get an A in reading. But I had to read, you know, 500-page novels and do huge tests, which I found that to be so unfair that you would think it'd be the other way around. If I'm really good at reading, why would I have to read more than the kids that aren't good at it? You think they'd have to read more to get better at it. But it was so unbalanced, and I just hated that, and I never did it. I just got, like, really low grades in reading because I could really care less, honestly. That's when I started slacking. Like, I was really good in school and always had high grades and stuff, and when we had to start reading, when that was mandatory, forget that. That was not happening. Not for me. Nuh-uh. I hate it. It was so bad. Like, I read a couple really good books. Other than that, I just, no. I would rather go home and play RuneScape or Pokemon or whatever. When I started playing RuneScape, that's when my grades and stuff went downhill. Don't ever get into it if you're in school, please. I don't want you to go through that. Like, would I say it ruined my life? Not really, but, you know, grades, I don't know. Grades are pretty important. Definitely do well in school. I slacked towards the end because I really didn't care, but I used to be one of those kids in the gifted classes and stuff. But I just got to the point where I didn't care, and my teachers were really sad about it, because they knew I had the potential, but it'd just make them so mad. I think I told the story once about one of my teachers that was like 70 years old or whatever, and yeah, I think I told that story. I'm not going to get into it. We got more stuff that's more tasks at hand here. This is a big thing. Silica and Toppin, we are relying on you two for this fight. I don't really remember what Ghetsis has, but hopefully everything goes according to plan. Hopefully I don't regret not putting on the Rocky helmet, but I think the Rossberry serves me more benefit if we get unlucky. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and chuck this recording, and then we're going to head into the room versus Ghetsis. Alright guys, let's head inside. I'm concerned. So, let's just... Excuse me? Oh yeah, Pokemon. I didn't have Repel Up. Derp. Solrock, what's up? If that was a shiny Solrock, that would be the most strange time to ever get a shiny in any Wedlock or Nuzlocke on YouTube. That would just be the most whack job time to ever run into a shiny, I swear. But yeah, Silica's up front. Let's go for it. Here we go. I'm super scared. Hopefully this goes according to plan. Let's go. Oh, man. Here we go. The Giant Chasm. This is the spot where Kyurem's power resonates. Here, Kyurem can use the full extent of its power and easily cover all of Unova in ice. Kyurem, come! Arrgh. I have a memory that has continued to haunt me. Just one. That unpleasant look in your eyes reminds me of it. That aside, this is my gift to you to show my respect for making it this far. I'll freeze you solid right here so you can watch my glorious ascent. Kyurem, glaciate! Gonna become a John Bazan, eh? Whoa, Reshiram, Fusion Flare. Somebody just saved our behinds. So you came, the freak without a human heart. N. Look who it is. It's oh my god. Oh my god, I just made a big mistake. I thought I had to fight Zekrom. Uh-oh. That makes no sense. Why would I fight Zekrom? Reshiram told me Kyurem is suffering. I can't allow selfish humans to make Pokemon suffer, and I like Unova. It's the place that taught me how to live as a human. It's the place that made me notice the harmony between Pokemon and humans living together. I will protect the Pokemon and humans who live here. I was just talking about reading fast, right? Excellent! That was a moving expression of your determination. So the education I provided to make you king wasn't a complete waste then. but I still haven't forgotten that even though I was kind enough to find you when you were living in the forest with Pokémon and take you in and care for you, in the end you were selfish and disrupted my plans. I was supposed to use your abilities to rule Unova. But I'll forgive you for that as well. Reshiram, which you were kind enough to bring with you, can melt ice. Now you've saved me the work of searching for it. Well, actually, I knew you'd appear if we fired ice missiles into Opelucid City and you noticed the change. That's an ugly formula, it won't work. Oh, but it will, if I use these, the DNA splicers. Alright. I really thought it was going to fuse with Zekrom, which would have made it an electric ice type. But now it's going to be a fire ice type. Right? Yeah, it is. Which means Fusion Flare on Silica. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. I think I get a chance to change party members. But I wanted to be leading with Silica for Cofagrigus. But Glaciate, that would destroy Toppin. Silica's going to have to take it. Oh, dear, this could go so horribly wrong. This could go very, very wrong. Oh, boy. I really hope that isn't the case. I'm so worried for this right now. I thought everything was going to be all good to go. On the bright side, if we can outspeed it, Low Kick should one-shot it. We'll see. Oh boy, here we go. Oh man. Huh? Reshiram? Kyurem, absorb Reshiram. Use Absa Fusion. It's gonna have a little snack. Look at it. It's all like, I big guy, there little orb, I going to suck this into me. There we go. I don't know why I'm ruining the cutscene. I don't know. It feels like commentary. Seems fitting for some reason, since everybody's probably seen this before. But, you know, there's some people that might not have. I know there's somebody that hasn't actually, so I apologize to you, but I thought I'd try and make it funny, even though I'm clearly not. Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm not ready for this fight. I was so ready, but I'm not anymore. It's gonna know Fusion Flare, and that's just gonna straight up kill Silica. I need to make a crucial decision right now. I don't know what type White Kyurem is. I think it's Fire Ice. Or Fire Dragon. I'm not gonna look it up. I just don't remember. I never would have believed that Pokemon could fuse together, that there were a formula like this. You fool. Last time I was going to use you to capture people's hearts and minds to rule them, but this time I'm simply going to rule with an iron fist. Do you understand? If you had simply become king, Unova would have remained beautiful. Come now, trainer. This time no one will save you. But to make things interesting, I'll give you a chance. Let's see if you can stop this, Kyurem. What's this? Your Pokeballs are trembling? Could your Pokemon be shaking with rage? No, that's not possible. Simple tools don't have emotion or thought. Come, challenge Kyurem. Just so you know, catching it is impossible. My cane emits signals that disrupt the function of all Pokeballs. Oh my god, I feel sick. We're not gonna be able to do it. I'm going with my initial strategy. Here goes nothing! Oh boy, here we go. Oh my god. Time to fight the mascot legendary of Pokemon White 2 versus White Kyurem. Fire Ice type? I don't remember. Level 55. Let's go, Silica. I need your help. Alright, here comes its Mold Breaker and Turbo Blaze. Silica! You gotta do it! Slash. Yeah! Alright, Silica, low kick! Not enough? Silica! No! Oh! No! I don't know if it knows Glaciate or not. Toppin! Oh my god, because I forgot who... Oh no, oh god, Toppin's done. Toppin's done for. Even if we make it past this. Ghetsis. Ice Burn? I don't even know what that attack is! I've never heard of that move in my life! It's not a Fire Ice type. It's Dragon Ice. I thought so. Dang it! Toppin's screwed! Oh my god, what has happened? I thought we fought Zekrom... Because I resist Fusion Bolt, or whatever it is. I resist that! I didn't know! I thought we were fighting Zekrom! Oh my god, I'm sick. I can't believe it! The White Kyurem I went to all the trouble of preparing! How irritating! Now I have to go recapture Kyurem, don't I? But first, I'll take this disgusting trainer down with my own hand. This time, I will succeed, no matter what they try. No one will be able to stop me, like Violet did in the past. Time to fight Team Plasma's leader versus Ghetsis. And Toppin is all alone. There's no way Toppin can do this. Oh my god, it's impossible. What have I done? It's impossible. Hydreigon has Levitate. It's literally impossible. So this is a really interesting situation. Silica is dead. I have to spam healing items until this Coffagrigus kills Silica. Because if I switch in, it's just going to put me in a bad situation. You see, I feel bad about this. What if he switches? That would be so stupid. Toppin is gonna die! Hydreigon has Levitate. I have to look this up. Hydreigon has Levitate. I'm almost certain of it. It does. Toppin's gonna die by default. I've never had something like that happen before. Toppin has no chance in this fight. Unless I PP stalled it? How do you PP stall a Hydreigon? There's no way. This is an interesting situation that I'm in. I'm going to spam Castelia Cones on Silica. It won't have any effect, and it's going to be able to whittle Silica down. I'm going to speed this up. I really apologize for this. I had no idea. Alright guys, I finally did it. Just so you guys know, that has no effect on my 3 items for Toppin. But it doesn't matter. I don't see any physical way possible that Toppin could PP stall a Hydreigon, even with 6 cosmic powers. But I am going to set up a light screen. I know I get an unfair advantage by draining this thing's PP a little bit, and I do apologize greatly for that, but there's nothing that I can do. I deserve the advantage. Honestly, Toppin's gonna die, and there's nothing that he can do about it. I have nothing that can hit Hydreigon. My only hope is that I can get +6 defenses. I only have 3 healing items. I can't PP stall a Hydreigon. That just doesn't make any sense. I have to take this card. I need to take out as many Pokemon as I can. That makes me sick. I've never been put in a situation like that. I've never been put in a situation like that before. I can't just give up, though. Toppin still has the will to live here. Toppin may be able to take out some of his Pokemon, giving the rest of my team a chance. I've never been this afraid in a challenge before. This is nowhere near over. My other Pokemon can't take him down. I prepared no more strategies. What was I thinking? We're -2. This is gonna do so much. I don't know what to do. The Toxic plus my special defense drops. It'll kill me with a Shadow Ball here. I'm so sick by this. It might not kill me. I can't risk it. This is the worst off I've ever been in a challenge on the channel. I can't think of another time I've been this stuck. Wow. 3 special defense drops. I couldn't get 1 to come out of it. For Silica. I need to get the light screen up before Toppin dies. And this is where Toppin will die. I know I have 1 more healing item, but I've got to get that light screen up before he falls. And if I just let Toppin die here, that'll give me 8 turns with the rest of my team. Is it really not off yet? I have to heal. I need this. This is my last item for Toppin. Wow! I can't believe we're in this position. Oh, man. I wish that Reshiram would have just went for Fusion Flare to begin with. That's a crit. No light screen for the rest of the team. Because of 1 crit. I might wipe. I might wipe the Ghetsis. In white, too. I might wipe. What do I do? Earl and Penelope. I should have led with them from the start. No, Silica and Toppin were my best bet. Oh my god, this is something else. Flash Cannon does more damage, right? They both do 80, don't they? Of course they do. Please take this Cofagrigus out of here. Good. Oh god. What do I do? Ah, forgot all about that guy. I've gotta. At least I know this one has Poison Touch. Alright, Earl. Come on back, Penelope. I need your help, Earl. What do I do against Hydreigon? I'm so stuck. Seismitoad's a water ground type, level 54. Freeze it, Earl! It's happened before! Please do less than half. Good. Earl! Freeze it! I have to go for it. Finish it off with Surf, Earl. I know that'll do neutral and that stab. That will finish it off. But... Okay. Earl, you need to get back. Quick, let's go, Penelope. Oh my god, I'm sorry I'm being so silent and I'm not in my normal commentating mode, but I have no idea what's going on. Electros is an electric type, level 54. I'm gonna do something a little bit... No, it's flamethrower, that's right. Oh, great. Alright, I need to hit with flash cannon. Oh, god. Penelope and Earl die here. Wow, Penelope, nice! Flash cannon! Alright, I know it's not stab, so that's good, but if it crits me or burns me... What? I keep forgetting about that! Oh, god. Okay. What? We outsped? What is it doing? What is it doing? Please tell me this thing doesn't have Dragon Tail. Or Speed Tide. That's interesting. Okay, good thing we burned it, but I do believe he heals. I'm gonna go for my first healing item of the pair. If he doesn't heal, that'd be huge. I'm gonna go for a Hyper Potion on Penelope. I'm pretty sure he heals. Yeah, okay. That sucks, but at least we know we can take a flamethrower? I'm now gonna go for Tri-Attack, because I know that's the only thing that he doesn't resist. If I can freeze it, that would be legendary. Not this time. I mean, it's happened before, but if it burns me or crits me, Penelope dies. And we need Penelope bad. It's looking so grim. This is looking so grim. We could wipe. Or Speed Tide. I can't go for it. That's right. I need to go for healing item number 2, a Hyper Potion on Penelope. I need to have one healing item left for Penelope for the Hydreigon. Because if I can hit it with a Flash Cannon, that would be huge. It would be chip damage, and then Penelope can die, and Earl can come in and outspeed. That's the only... Oh, we got outspeed. Come on, Penelope. Come on. Not a crit. Good. Tri-Attack it. Alright, that's Electros down. Alright. I know there's a Toxicroak, which is not a problem at all as long as Earl is still here. Penelope isn't going to survive this fight. I've come to terms with that. There's nothing I can do. Drapion. I forgot all about Drapion. Oh, Lord, have mercy on me, please. That sucks. What do I do? I have to use my final item. I have to stay in. I can't switch to Earl. Earl's weak to Drapion. It's a Poison Dark type, level 54. I know we'll probably outspeed a Drapion, but I need to see what it's going to do. I'm going to use a Hyper Potion on Penelope. That's my final item for Earl and Penelope. I might wipe, guys. I really might wipe here. Earthquake! I've never been this cornered. It outspeeds. I've never been this cornered before. There's only one original 6 left. Kindle is the only one remaining of the first 6 Pokemon. Penelope's dead. Silica's dead. Toppin's dead. Earl is gonna die too. I'm gonna lose the challenge. It's over here. You gotta freeze it, Earl. Come on, buddy. It's too late. I can't think of anything I've done wrong. Leading with Silica? What could I have done differently? Toppin? I thought it had Glaciate or something like that. I don't know what I could have done. I think those attacks are physical. I couldn't have led with Toppin and Light Screen. I don't know. I made a big mistake and I'm gonna pay for it. Earthquake and Night Slash kill them both. Kindle! The whole team rests on your hands! I need to look up how much Drapion weighs. I need to. I'm in such a bad position right now, I don't care what anybody thinks about this. I am sorry. This is a big deal. We're gonna lose the challenge if I can't pull out something miraculous. We wasted all our luck on Ghetsis the last time, and it's coming back to haunt me now. How much does Drapion weigh? 135 pounds. I don't know how Heat Crash works. I'm sorry. I don't know. I gotta go for Flamethrower. Hammer Arm's gonna lower my speed, which I guess doesn't really matter. If we can even take this Earthquake! Burn it! Come on! I have to get a Stroke of Luck! Oh my god, he lives with 1 HP. Kindle's gonna... I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna wipe! I'm gonna wipe! I'm gonna wipe! I don't know! What do I do? What do I do? I got rid of Bulldoze for strength, and I said it wasn't gonna come back to haunt me. And it just did. I have no answer. I have to use an item. I have to use a Moo Milk on Kindle. That won't fully heal me. Don't do a stupid. Let's use a Hyper Potion on Kindle. I've lost. I've come to terms with it. There's nothing that can be done. I lose the challenge here. This is the end. I've never had more bad luck in a fight. I've never had more bad luck in a fight. Ever. 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 Excuse me? I know I don't outspeed it. I have to heal. It's healing item number 2 for this pair. Good. I don't see any avenue that I beat Hydreigon with a not very effective energy ball. I don't see any avenue that works for me. He uses all special attacks. Charm isn't going to get me anywhere. The fight's over. I'm basically stalling the inevitable. Now it's going for Shadow Ball? Why does it have Shadow Ball? I feel bad going for that third Charm now. It's over. I know I one-shot it from Psychic, but it's over. I guess when its attack reaches a certain point, it goes for Shadow Ball. I guess that makes sense. Oh, man. This will be the first challenge that I lose. I can't believe I just wiped to Ghetsis. I never even considered it. My whole team shared too many weaknesses, and it led to my demise. Please do less than half. Yeah, but it's not gonna. More bad luck than I ever had in one fight. Guys, I am ashamed of myself. This playthrough has had its ups and downs. We have been all over the place in this playthrough. I started it back, what, in September, November? I don't remember. And I ended up taking a break on YouTube, and I ended up coming back, and we continued this challenge. And I had no idea back then that this challenge would end before I even reached the Elite Four. I don't really know where I went wrong. I guess it was my pair choices. I had too many shared weaknesses, I believe. Everybody's weak to dark and weak to... to ground and fighting and... Well, not really fighting, but everybody shares a lot of weaknesses. And when I play through a wedlock, I normally just make sure the pairs don't share weaknesses. But I made the biggest mistake I think I've ever made by my pair choices. I'm really sad I'm not going to get to see this one end. I know we've wiped before, and I retrained a whole team, and I finished the game. But that was because that was still half the game remaining. I need to do it. I do need to train up 6 new Pokemon and finish this game outright. But it won't have the same feeling for me. Let me walk you through a story. This is where this episode does end, but I am going to share a story, so if you guys want to hear it, feel free to stick along. But when I did... Let me take you back to my wedlock history. I've won a wedlock on every single game, except for Fire Red and Leaf Green and Black and White, too. And the wedlock I did on Black and White, too, I did really well. I had a great team, very few deaths towards the end, just like this one. And it was a lot of fun. I had my team leaders in Beef and Chili, the Azumarill, and my Magmortar. And I had String Cheese, the Leavanny, and Quesadilla, the Probopass that I've talked about. And then I had a Heracross named Hawaiian Punch, and a Mamoswine, who I can't remember its name. I added those two like right after Marlin. And those two were my pair for Ghetsis, and I lost them at Ghetsis. But my whole team managed to push forward. And then I lost String Cheese and Quesadilla in Victory Road, and I lost my other new pair in Victory Road as well. And I just was fed up with the game. If I trained up new Pokemon, that team wouldn't mean anything to me. And that's where I'm at right now. The game's almost over. If I train up 6 new Pokemon, they're not going to mean something to me like the ones I had did. And I quit the challenge. I just traded Beef and Chili over to my main file, and that was that. But this is a YouTube series, and I have a dedication to my viewers. And I don't want somebody coming along to this series and seeing Ghetsis and being like, what happened to the rest of the episodes? That will tell them that, yeah, I wiped. This is a loss. But for the sake of a series, I am going to train up 6 new Pokemon and finish this series out. We'll probably revisit Black and White 2 at one point down the line. Who knows how long. And we'll have a full series like that. But I am going to finish the game. I'll rematch Ghetsis. I'll do Victory Road. I'll do the Elite Four. And I'll do the Champion. I am going to train up 6 new Pokemon. I don't have any rule that says I can't. Yes, I did wipe. It's a loss right now. But like Heart Gold, it can be rebounded. I'm really good at these challenges, and I do blame that on my lack of knowledge. I forgot he had a Drapion, for one thing. I forgot he had... I didn't prepare enough. I felt so confident that I would be able to beat him with Silica and Toppin, that when those two fell, I was stuck. And as a wedlocker, as I've been doing this for a long time, I should have never put myself in the position of being stuck. I really hope this doesn't affect your opinion on me and doesn't affect the series and your opinion and the way you view the series. I really apologize for this. This is unlike me, and I'm really sorry for it. I can't believe that just happened. That's insane. I'm going to build a 6 for the Elite Four, for the Champion, and for Ghetsis. And I'll see you guys on the next episode when we say goodbye to the 6 Pokemon that fell. Wow. I can't believe that just happened. I'm curious as if Kindle had Bulldoze, if I would have been able to do it. I think I would have been able to finish the Drapion off. And then I might have been able to take out Hydreigon with a Hammer Arm. And I know I would have taken Toxicroak out with Seldom. It's interesting, but it's too late now. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this episode, regardless of what happened, a like is appreciated. It helps out a great deal. And if you want to see more Pokemon Wedlocks, like Pokemon White 2, feel free to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode, where we fight off against Ghetsis once again. See you guys then. Thanks for watching.